Yeah, I mean, like, Alex Honnold, you had Alex Honnold on, and you know, my family, we go up to Yosemite and stuff, so we are familiar, but you can see how he kind of edged into it, right? Yeah. And you start climbing, and you got ropes, and then you get really good at it, and then you're like, you know what, I can probably make it to there without a rope, and then next thing you know, you'll probably make it there too, and then the next thing you know, you're climbing, you know, El Capitan with no rope, or Half Dome with no rope, which is completely, you been to Yosemite?
Yeah.
Completely insane to even think about that.
Well, he does some insane stuff where you're going backwards, like you're at a reverse degree, you know, like 15 degrees the wrong way.
Yeah.
Like, and he climbs up it to go above it, and he's got no ropes, and he's just hanging on with his hands. It's like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah.
He was telling us a story about one time where he's halfway up the mountain, he realized he forgot his powder. So he ran into some other people that were up there that were on ropes. He said, hey, can I borrow your powder? They're like, you don't have any powder? Like, yeah, borrow a powder. And he left the powder bag at the top of the mountain, like...
Yeah, and I heard him talking about it, that for him, it's not a big deal because he knows how strong he is and he knows what his limitations are. So it doesn't, it's like, he's comfortable with it, right? He's comfortable. It's like, you know, someone walking on a balance beam that does it all the time, they're going to be comfortable with it. And he's climbing stuff all the time, so he's more comfortable. It's still hard to get a grip on, though.
It's hard to get a grip. You know, when I was hosting Fear Factor, we had this one thing that we did where we had people hang from a pole that was suspended over this water. And it was shocking how, like, the little amount of time, the small amount of time that men in particular could hang from a pole. Like, they were like a minute in, these guys were dropping into the water. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, women won it. Like,
really?
Yeah, women won it because they have lighter bodies.
Oh,
so even though their hands might be weaker, like, and one guy was fucking jacked. He was like this football player looking dude.
Oh, yeah.
And he didn't make it, man. He was like a minute and 15 in, plopping into the water. I was like, this is crazy.
Yeah, I had a guy in my SEAL training class that was a big, giant monster guy, and he couldn't complete the obstacle course.
No.
You know?
Too many
didn't have the hand strength.
There's too much mass behind you that you're asking small limbs or small digits to control, and then also too much of your heart has got to pump too much blood through that tissue. There's like a point of diminishing returns when it comes to size. Yeah. You know, and that's one of the things that you saw when you'd see Cain Velasquez fight guys. Cain Velasquez has always been in that sweet spot of about 240. 240 to me is about as big as you want to get. Because the guys over 240, man, they might fuck you up in the first few minutes, but you take them into that fourth and fifth minute of the first round, and then they're huffing and puffing, and in the second round, they're getting their asses kicked. And the Cain Velasquez storm was one of the more fascinating things to watch in all my years of the UFC, because he was a heavyweight that had the cardio of a lightweight. But he was, again, 240 pounds.
A well-marbled 240 pounds. So he's not like he was a lean, you know, he had some, he always looks a little bit.
He had a lot of Mexican food.
He had some rice and beans on his ass.
You would see Cain eating lunch, you'd be like, for real? Like, you're like one of the elite heavyweights ever. Yeah. And he's sitting there with fucking 10 tacos and shit.
And, you know, that's a talent, too. Having that kind of sustained energy is a talent, just like some guys are super flexible and some guys are super strong and explosive. And some guys just have that, they have that range. And what is it? It's medium twitch muscles, right? It's medium twitch.
Slow twitch, yeah.
Well, no, there's slow twitch, which is I'm a marathoner.
Right.
And then there's fast twitch, which is I'm an Olympic weightlifter. But in recent years, they've said there's actually something in the middle, medium twitch, which is I'm strong, but I can go for a long time.
That's interesting. I didn't know about that. But it makes sense.
And that's what a guy like Cain is, because Cain, like you said, I mean, for him to be able to get in there and go 5 rounds pushing around another guy that weighs 260 pounds, that's beast mode right there.